Hello, hi, welcome to another BookTube video. In an attempt to get a bit more involved with BookTube, get back into where I was a couple of years ago, I thought it would be good to do a summer TBR video. And this is me trying to get back into the classics. These are a lot of books that I've had for well over a year. At the time when I first read Jane Eyre and was like, wow, I want to read more of these sort of classic Victorian novels. I bought loads and put them on my shelf, and now I need to get through to reading them. So here is me after the Walter Scott Prize has finished, getting back to what I love doing. So in this TBR video, I've just picked a selection of six books that I want to read over the next few months. All of them considered classics, I would imagine. Yeah. So first up, these are two separate books, but I'm classing them in the same bit because they're both by the same author, and that is Charlotte Bronte, and that is Villette, and also The Professor, very short book. Mainly because in a month's time, I am going back to Haworth for the third time. I absolutely love Haworth, where the Brontes grew up. And I thought it'd be nice to maybe do a special little video while I'm there, doing my ranking of all the Bronte novels, whilst taking you around Haworth, showing you sort of where everything is, all the sort of interesting shops, the interesting restaurants and pubs, but also taking you on a walk through the Bronte trails to the waterfall, as well as Top Withens as well. So yeah, I thought that'd be quite nice, but to do a ranking video, I need to finish off. And I've read 5 of the Bronte novels. These are the 2 outstanding, so they will be first up, trying to get them out of the way before I go to Haworth in July. Next up is a book that's relatively new to my bookshelf, but has been on my radar for quite some time. And it's something I really do want to read quite soon, especially with everything going on in the world right now. And that is 1984 by George Orwell. Yeah, it's just a book I've heard a lot about. It's, as I say, been on my radar for a little while. This also was on the top 100 Guardian list as well, so it'd be nice to get that out of the way. So I'll be doing that in the next few months. Next up, another book that made it to the Guardian's top 100 list that I purchased at some point last year. I purchased this and another book when I was staying at the Jamaica Inn, which should give it away for most people, but this isn't the Jamaica Inn. I do have that book and I do want to read that at some point, but this book made the top 100 Guardian list. So this one is the book that I'm going to choose to read out of the 2 that I've bought, and that is Daphne du Maurier, Rebecca. Yeah, it was a toss-up between this and the Jamaica Inn, but because this one did make the top 100 Guardian list, I thought it would be better to do. So this is going to be on my list over the next couple of months, and I'm sure I'll get around to the Jamaica Inn at some point as well. Next up, it's one of the classics that pretty much everyone has read, apart from me. So it's been on my shelf for years. I need to read it. It'd be great to read it. Also made the list for the Guardian's top 100, and that is Mary Shelley Frankenstein. I just really should read it, really, shouldn't I? I mean, it's one of those classics that everyone's heard of, even if they haven't read it, but I really should read it. So that is why it is on my summer TBR. Next up, I want to continue in the Chronicles of Barsetshire and choose the next novel that I need to read in the Chronicles, and that is the 3rd one out of the 6, and that is Dr. Thorne. So that will be my next choice. I'm not going to read these in the order that I'm putting them out in this video, but these will be sort of the next 6-7 books that I read. I'm not sure what order. Apart from the Bronte, Charlotte Bronte being the first, I'll do the Villette and the Professor first, just to get those out of the way. But the others will be read in some sort of order. I have no idea. But this is definitely, I need to continue the Chronicles. I bought all 6 books, and then, yeah, I read Barchester Towers last year and I haven't touched them since. So I need to crack on with that. So that is also on my TBR. And finally, a classics TBR would not be complete without adding a Dickens in there. I've got quite a lot of Dickens on my shelf, but I've only read 2, so I need to crack on with Dickens as well. I love his style of writing, I love his comedy, I love his comedic characters, and the way he can just make these intricate plots all interweave with each other to tell this massive story. It's just, yeah. I've seen an adaptation of this as well now, which I wasn't going to watch, but I was looking for something to watch, and I watched this and I was like, oh, I have to read the book now. I usually prefer reading the book before I watch an adaptation. But yeah, hopefully maybe it'll make it a bit easier to read, and that is Bleak House. It's a hefty one, so this may be near the end of the TBR, because this will take me a little while. But that is going to be my next Dickens at some point over the next few months as well. And is that going to be it? Shall I add another one in? So there's a couple of other books that are on my radar that I want to read. You know what? To hell with it. So I watched another adaptation on TV, which I really enjoyed, which I was like, no, I need to go and read the book. I've got other books from this author on my list, on my bookshelf. I'm going to give it away now. I've read Mary Barton. I've also got Wives and Daughters and North and South on my shelf. But the adaptation that I watched, so I really should read, and because it's a smaller one, I'm going to add it into this video anyway, is Granford. I watched this adaptation with Judi Dench, and you had some other fabulous people in there. I think we spotted. Oh my god! I literally just watched this last week, and now I feel I'm getting confused because I was going to say Catherine Tate, but I was like, no, that was in Bleak House that I just watched just after. But anyway, I definitely know Judi Dench was in there, and it was fabulous. And so, yeah, that will be also, and because that's quite a smaller one, I'm sure I'll be able to fit that in. So that is my classics TBR for the upcoming months of the summer. Yeah, I've got so much still to get through, but if you've read any of those, let me know in the comments what you think. If there's anything else from these authors or similar authors you think I should read, put those in the comments. I'm always looking for suggestions, especially the old Victorian authors, or just pre-Victorian or post-Victorian as well. Anything considered a classic. Yeah, let me know. That's my TBR for the summer. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.